are you? My whole life I've been making excuses for you, but it's never gonna change, is it?
Lois, what?
All you've ever wanted is for me to make it on my own. Okay, Dad, you win. I'll make it without you.
Fine. I don't need your help anyway.
Lois, it's not that simple.
Of course it's simple. She's an enemy. You take out the enemy.
Take out the enemy? You know, you are sounding an awful lot like your dad.
I am nothing like my father.
Lois in a lot of ways is like her father. They will do anything to achieve their goals, but that loneliness is only survivable because they've attached their self-esteems with their careers.
You're ambitious. Sooner or later, you'll have to move on if you want to move up. Nothing lasts forever. Think about it.
Lois has always wanted to be a reporter, always wanted to search for the truth, probably because she grew up with so many secrets from her father, and does everything she can to achieve this. One of the first things we see her do, in fact, is manipulate Jimmy and Clark into helping her follow a lead against Perry's back without any regard of their career prospects.
I trusted you, and you used me, and Jimmy, just so you could get your story.
However, their ensuing friendship introduces something Lois never thought she could ever have. People who stay in touch. People who never leave. This whole other dimension creates a struggle where Lois must re-examine what she can expect from people, both its joys and her own responsibilities.
Wow, you really like jumping off things.
Because I know you'll always catch me, Smallville.
As her love for her friends partly requires her to redefine herself on new terms, that she must set herself a new faith and trust, a different vision of personal career success, and a need to be brave in order to love. However, because her life has always lacked family structure, loneliness is normal to her. Imagining a life and future without it is harder. It's almost like a drug.
He's Superman, and these people are superhuman. The least impressive one climbed Mount Everest 7 times.
Yeah, but...
Listen, we're reporters, outside observers looking in on worlds that we aren't a part of. We write the story. We don't become the story. And what you and Kent have is cute. Focus on that.
Everything is wrong. The contest, my dad running off, the job offer, it's all too much.
Job offer? What job offer?
Vicky asked me to move to Gotham and become her number 2.
What? What? Why didn't you tell me?
Because we never talk anymore. We don't make sense, Clark. There's a whole room of people way better for you than I could ever be. I mean, I'm not a genius or a billionaire or a super person. I'm just me. And it's not enough. Everyone always leaves me in the end. So why are we even doing this?
Something changing your mind.
Given that we derive a great deal from satisfying social relationships, it's not surprising that when people experience difficulty establishing and maintaining satisfying social relationships, they may encounter feelings of depression, anxiety, loneliness, and anger. It is also in the context of social relationships that we learn many skills, such as communication skills, conflict management and resolution, reciprocity, friendship skills, as well as normative behavior. This process of learning is what Lois derives from her relationship with Clark. Half of it is about fighting for this relationship in order to preserve it.
I need to make things right.
Especially after a poorly thought breakup in season 2, in which then she has to enter his mind through the Black Mercy in order to save him. The second half is overcoming her own insecurities and depressive thoughts through letting this relationship become a part of her self-identity. You know, embracing how she feels and how he feels, and let that become part of her sense of self.
I came here because I'm desperately in love with you. So please, Clark, remember.
And I don't think of you as only human, Lois. You're the strongest person I know.
Clark, I am so sorry. I was scared, so I pushed you away. But love is not for cowards.
And it's through that combined love and connection, she's able to alleviate Clark from his own sense of loneliness after his experience of humanity rejecting his kingship. Together, they co-author each other's story. So Clark, the last son of Krypton, and Lois Lane, the daughter who followed the stars, neither are alone. General Lane is a real doofus. Due to his position as a higher-level military general, he would move his entire family constantly, prohibiting Lois from developing any strong social connections.
We keep moving all over the world. It's not like anyone stays in touch.
Well, they should. If they really cared, they would.
Furthermore, comments like that made Lois believe people will never put the effort into staying with her because simply, she doesn't deserve it. She'll always be insignificant and never be a priority to Sam. This is made even worse during one night where he tested her by abandoning her, so she had to use the stars to find him.
I was trying to prepare you. The world's a dangerous place. But in hindsight, there are things I'd do differently. If I could.
Does that mean you'll stay?
This traumatic moment is one which Lois relives in the present constantly. There's this beautiful sequence of Lois walking through the woods alone as she angrily leaves Sam. From childhood to teenhood to adulthood. What's always been consistent is walking alone. It's why she was so careless with Jimmy and Clark at the beginning.
I woke up, left my tent, and you were just gone. I thought I lost you.
On my own.
Lois's loneliness is rooted in a traumatic contradiction where because she knows her father loves her and yet still left, it means accepting people requires rewriting the deepest part of her. Loneliness is a complex emotional state. It directly controls the context of who we are.
None of this is fair. I don't understand why we have to keep moving for your job.
It's classified.
That's what you say about everything. We leave and no one talks to me. You don't talk to me, and you're the only one I have now.
People need intimacy, warmth, a sense of worth, and frequent confirmation of their identities. What Lois shows us is that to overcome loneliness, first you have to become used to, well, not being alone. Time alone can become preparation for what you can offer to others. And secondly, happiness is a form of discovery. We discover new identities from people which uncap who we think we can be. The beauty of her journey is that she let her life become more than she could ever plan.
Why do you want to leave so badly?
I don't want to leave. I have to.
No, you don't. Why won't you trust me? Haven't I proven I'm good enough?
Lois, that's not... You are more than enough. But I can't let you get hurt because of me.
You leaving hurts me, Dad. Please, for once, stay.
I turned Vicky down. I don't want to be the second Vicky Vale. I want to be the first Lois Lane.
I am so confused right now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us. And I guess it's over now, baby. Didn't work for us, didn't work for us.
And also, by the way, after a decade of Superman media ignoring Sam Lane, I'm totally here for this fucking renaissance of the character.
Secondhand, I felt a bit.
It's Gotham, Pennyworth.